Welcome to Inside Carbondale. This is the podcast that brings you the latest information about projects and events going on in Carbondale. I'm Amy Fox, the Public Relations Officer for the City of Carbondale, and I'm joined by Will Schefelbein, the Executive Director for the big event. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Southern Illinois University is preparing for their second annual big event, a Saluki Day of Service, which will be held on Saturday, April 7th. This is one of the largest one-day student-run service projects in the nation. Will, how did all of this come up?
The big event was actually brought to SIU from a bunch of faculty and staff from Texas A&M. And so this was a one-day student-run community service for them, and currently they have over 30,000 students to participate. So we thought this would be a great idea to bring to SIU to kind of bring together the campus and the community a little bit better.
And why is it so important for students like yourself to give back to the Carbondale community?
So currently I'm a senior at the institution. I've been here for about 3 years. And, you know, when you're at college, you want to make college your home. And so Carbondale has been my home for about 3 years. And I think it's important to kind of give back to the community, support them as they've supported us for over 100 years as an institution. So if students can kind of get together for just one day, you know, hundreds of us, and just go to these different nonprofits and be like, thank you for everything that you've done for us. That's what we're looking for.
How is the big event set up? Last year, I know that there were several different areas that students and faculty and staff could participate in.
Yeah, so the big event is set up. We have 2 shifts, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and we also have 2 types of projects, direct projects and indirect projects. And direct projects are where students will get on a bus and go to a nonprofit and work for 3 hours. And they could either do a 3-hour shift in the morning or the afternoon. And so the indirect projects are on campus or sites that are walkable to from campus. And so that's where they'll, you know, put together cards for veterans or put together supplies for different, like bags for different organizations in the community. The kind of more centralized students to be on campus if they don't want to have that, you know, going out and more intense jobs out in the area.
And where will students be working specifically?
Yeah, so for the direct projects, the projects that students get on buses and go to, there will be Green Earth, For Kids' Sake, Touch of Nature, Keep Carbondale Beautiful, Carbondale Main Street, St. Francis Animal Shelter, the Alzheimer's Association, the Humane Society of Southern Illinois, and the SIU Student Sustainable Farms. And that's just what we have right now for direct projects. And then for indirect projects, we have the Wesley Foundation, the American Red Cross, and St. Andrew's Episcopal Church. And those are the organizations that will come on campus for students to do jobs kind of internally.
What can people expect to see Saturday, April the 7th?
So hopefully people will be out and about, members from the community, and they will hopefully see students everywhere in Carbondale that day. So specifically, we have Keep Carbondale Beautiful and Carbondale Main Street, where students will just be on streets, you know, picking up trash and just kind of making things look a little bit better in the community. A lot of these organizations are spread out across the area, so students will honestly be all over Carbondale and on the outskirts a little bit. And so you will see SIU fully immersed into Carbondale that day.
Will people be wearing specific shirts or all the same color, or?
Hopefully we will get those shirts soon. And last year we did have all students wear maroon that day. So we are working on getting some shirts for that day, just with the big event logo on it. And you had to kind of be one body that day.
How can the community help out with the big event?
So currently we are still taking direct project requests for this week and into next week. And if there is an organization that would like to help out that day, they can go to thebigevent.siu.edu and fill out a form and send it to us. And we are also in need of food for that day for the student volunteers. So if there's an organization out there that wants to give a donation of food to our students for that day so they can have a quick snack, that would be great. And as always, you know, we want this event to continue for many years. This is a great community builder, kind of integrating the campus more into Carbondale. We're always asking for monetary donations, you know, to kind of keep the operations going, because we do have to pay for, you know, simple things to transport the students to various locations and such. So monetary donations are always appreciated.
Why is the big event so special to you? I'm assuming you participated last year.
Yeah, so I was actually brought in as kind of the student to shadow the entire process for the big event, because historically, big events across the country are student ran. And so the faculty and staff last year knew that they wanted the students to lead this. So myself and 2 other students are on the executive committee, and, we love this. Amy does all of the projects. She's been reaching out to various organizations in the area to put together proposals like this. And Danielle is our logistics chair who's going to coordinate the entire thing for this day. And so for me, I've just been kind of organizing, just a couple parts here and there. But, I think this is great. This is a great positivity story for the area. Recently, not a lot of positive aspects have come from SIU recently. And so I think this is great for the community to kind of come together, put aside any differences we have, and just come together and support one another. Because the community wants to support the school, and the school wants to support the community, and that's why we're here.
At the end of the day, what do you hope the reaction is from the community?
Yeah, so we want to be able to grow this as much as we can. There's different big events are organized a little bit differently from institution to institution. At Texas A&M, they go to individual households and work for the community members directly. So they do yard work or do whatever they need that day. And for us, we specifically do nonprofits. And so, we want as many nonprofits in the area to reach out to us and be like, we would love your help. And we want as many students as we can to be, we're here to help. So if we can grow this as much as we can and increase our student followers as well as increase our nonprofit partnerships with the institution, that's kind of what we want the community reaction to be,
How many students do you expect to participate in this project?
So last year we had a little under 800 participate, and we're probably expecting the same amount this year, just a little over 800. We only have a certain amount of actually volunteer spots that the organizations have said they're in need of. And currently right now that number is a little over 800. So we're hoping to have all those spots filled and get as many students out there as possible.
Right. And once again, how can people learn more about the big event? If they do have projects that they would like to make monetary donations, how can they go about doing that?
Yeah, so you can go to thebigevent.siu.edu and you can inquire that if your organization would like to get involved more, you can send, there's an email link there, and it will go directly to our advisor. And if you want to make a monetary donation, you can reach out to her as well, because there's a specific process we have to go through. Yeah, that's the best way to get the information. We have all of our project sites on there. We have our mission statement. We have our team on there, past pictures. So it's a great tool to kind of get more information on the big event.
Great. Lots of good information covered. Will, anything else you'd like to add? Maybe I forgot to mention?
I think that's it right now. We just want to thank the community for all that they have done for SIU over the years, and we know that we want to continue building these relationships, and we want to continue doing more for the community.
Thanks so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And I hope all of you will join me for another episode of Inside Carbondale. Have a great day. If you have feedback or have ideas for future podcasts, feel free to email me at afox@explorecarbondale.com.